guys, it's Masterath here, and welcome once again to a Footbattle video, another season review, this time reviewing Season 8 of Footbattle, the first season of the new year and of the new decade. So, let's kick off with what we usually kick off when it comes to these sort of videos, with what was done in the game in sort of like the last, 4 weeks. Over 4 weeks, actually. Again, not much. There haven't been many updates at all. Bar one big-ish update that's already over. Spoiler alert, the new myth player. The third mythical player to be released. But apart from that, not much has happened. Anyway, so, yes, let's go into the game and see how well we did in our, Season 8. Let's go. So, third season in a row. This has not been sorted yet. Season 3. 3 seasons and it's still here. Anyway, also this is bollocks. But anyway, look at our fans right now. 290 million fans. That puts us as the team with the second most fans in the game right now. We have solidified number 2. Hardcore's dropped a bit. We'll get into why that is later. Kirka's still number 1, but attainable. You know, they're not that much higher than we are. So we may be able to get better than that if we don't keep getting matches like this. Like, damn it, Sao Paulo has taken so many of my fans. They have taken so many of my fans recently, and that's for draws. I lost 5 million fans on a draw. Devs, you're saying that things like this ain't going to affect our fans so much. Get on with it! For God's sakes, get on with it! Get annoying now. But anyway, so, here are the teams that we've got at the moment. So here are the teams. We have some full star teams at least with these players. Very nice. And there's only been one change. That's why I've got so many Footbattle points. But there's only been one change in the team here. And that is a new striker, Nicholas Avery. A pragmatist with... Okay, Snooty's not the best extra. But he has pragmatist. So, against every team apart from Kirka, Nicholas Avery is better than Matthew Haney. If I'm against Kirka, Matthew Haney will be playing. So, it's nice to have that sort of difference now. But Nicholas Avery's just a better player altogether, so... Fair enough. Speaking of that, the market! None of these guys I want. None of these legends I want. That's why I've just saved up my money, because I'm waiting for that English Patriot that's going to come out. Like, one day it will, and I'll get him, and it's going to be great. But yeah, don't want these two guys. They're left wingers. I don't use left wingers. I'm not going to be moving to China anytime soon, or probably ever. So, a Chinese Patriot striker's out of the way. A Glory Seeker centre-back, maybe? I mean, if I want to have a team to challenge Kirka, pretty much, this is a good player for it. Because he's a pretty good centre-back, and he's got Glory Seeker, which will work for Kirka. But I don't see the point in spending all those coins just for a guy to take out Kirka. You know, I mean, what can I use him for and everything else? He's going to be weak as crap. This guy's really good, but pessimist. That's the only reason he's not in my team already. Pessimist. You know, minus 10% when losing. It's one of the worst traits in the game. It's not as bad as shy. That is the worst trait in the game. But pessimist is not far off. He's a pragmatist as well, so that would have been so good to get him. But no. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the opportunity to get a better player. So, yeah, look at those Footbattle points. It's huge. Bloody lovely. Right. So, yes, the squads. So, Nicholas Avery is now in my first team. Haney's dropped to the reserves for the moment. Yeah, I have been doing South America Cups, but I've been doing them with my first team and my reserves. And I really want to get a reserve team good enough that we don't have matches like that match with Sao Paulo. You know, we don't want those kind of matches. So, I have been increasing... Oh, speaking of that, there is a new player. And he's a beast. Where is he? There he is. Steve Alston. He is a Patriot, an English Patriot centre-back with pragmatist. This guy is awesome. I wish he was a legend. If he was a legend, he'd go straight into the team. I mean, he's... Okay, he's actually... No, he's not as good as either of these two people. But he certainly could have been. If he was a legend, my God, that would have been amazing. But no, he's not. But he's still more than enough for the reserves. So all is good there. So instead of having a home squad and a away squad, I just have a main squad and a Kirka squad at the moment. You know, just so I can sort of pick between the two. I just use the main squad at the moment. So, yeah. Anyway, so with that out of the way, just double checking I'm recording. I am. Very nice. How did we do this season? Well, let's find out. Let's kick off with the National League. We won it! Second time! We're now two-time winners of the England A-League. This was a really tough season. So, 44 matches, that's 23 teams. So, here are all the teams at the moment. So, yes, and 11 of us go through to the European Cup next season. So, that's quite nice. England showing force now. But, yes, so this was a really tough league. I mean, there are a lot of teams that could have given us problems. I mean, yes, we only lost one match this season, and that was against Kirka. Not Kirka, Inspira, sorry. Yeah, we lost to Inspira. But we either beat or drew to everyone else. So, not too bad. We got 6 draws, 1 loss, and 117 points out of a possible, oh god, quick math, 132? I believe that's right. Yeah, so we finished 3 full points above hardcore. And, of course, there are the 2 new teams that have joined the England League. First, welcome back, FC Barcelona, from your, I think it was about 6-month spell in America. So, welcome back, FC Barcelona. Decent result getting 7th there. Still above the Reds. Reds have had a shocker of a season this season. Absolute shocker. And the Audiopedia.com, who, as you can probably tell, have bought all their players. Well, most of them. I mean, look, he's got Wenceslas Wesley. I remember this guy as being the Reds' unassailable goalkeeper. You know, so bought him. But, yeah, look at all those bloody... He's got a lot of yellows. No legends, though, so that's how I was able to get a couple of victories off him. But all that matters is victories, trophies, and 4,200 Footbattle points for my efforts. Very nice. Our second England League Championship. Very nice. So, England Cup. How do we do here? Well, we kicked off at the bottom half, so you know we already won. So there you go. We won. We beat Crypto Dad 5-1 to kick off. Then we beat Frome 6-2. Then we beat Hardcore 5-1. Revenge! Now the tables have turned between me and Hardcore. I'm the one that's got the near 300 million fans, and Hardcore hasn't. So we're using our pragmatic advantage to just floor them. On honest note, actually, it didn't go as well as I thought, because we fought Hardcore 6 times this season, drawing 5 and winning 1. That one was a 4-0 drubbing in the semi-finals. And then we went on to beat the Reds in the finals 4-2 to gain... How many Football points we've got there? Yeah, 1,500. Not too bad. But yeah, so we are the champions of England. Full champions of England, finally. We've won the league and the cup in the same season for the first time in our history. So, with out of the way, the Continental Cup. How did we do here? So, we kicked off in our group stage with a decent result. We only dropped 2 points throughout the entire group, winning 5, drawing 1, with 16 points altogether, way ahead of our other 3 opponents. So all is good there, a very good result for us. Kirka won, you can tell that already. But we had a good result. We beat the 1 with a 3, 4-2. We then went on to beat HNK Rijeka. Apologise if I'm saying that wrong. 3-2. Beat A-Truck TTV in the quarterfinals, 6-3. Beat Tanolco in the semi-finals, 6-3. To come up against Kirka, who just barely won. What happened pretty much was that at home, it was a 1-1 draw, and away, we lost 1-0. But we had a pretty good run against Kirka. I thought we were going to win it, honestly. I honestly thought we were going to win it and get those lovely Footbattle points of 9,500. We didn't. We instead got second place, which is 4,800. So, European Championship runners-up. Best performance we've had in the European Cup so far. So, all is good there. And that just leaves one thing. The World Cup. The grand finale of the season. So this wound up a couple of days ago, and we'll see how well we did here in the World Cup. So, where are we? There we are. We had hardcore in our group. So both of our matches ended up in draws. But we were able to get better results against the other two teams. Bardak 11, a team that has beat us before, and Ponkotu. So yeah, Bardak drew with Ponkotu. That's how they got their points. But yeah, I knew something was going to happen. We would have got like Hardcore or Terrera or Kirka in our group. I knew it. But Group M. M for Masterath, maybe? But yes, we beat Hardcore to finish first in our group, where Hardcore had a decent run, actually. They beat Frome, then they beat Tenilco, then A-Truck TTV, making it to another quarterfinals, to lose to the Prince. Us, on the other hand, beat Sheriff 6-3. Into Miami CF, a team that we have had problems with before, 3-1. We beat Kartoffel 5-3 in a very controversial match. Most because I got kickoffs in both extra time halves, which is a bit bullshit, but still, my team deserved to win that one. Just saying. I got a full team of bleeding legends and nearly 300 million fans. Get on my level. And then we went on to lose to Kirka again. So now it's second to Kirka season, only we didn't actually finish second in the World Cup. We finished in the top 4 as the Prince beat Kirka. Like, I'm starting to think that maybe Glory Seeker is the way forward to tackle Kirka, because the Prince seemed to be doing a pretty good job of it to win the World Cup. I thought Kirka was going to win everything, but no, Kirka, the Prince went on to do it. You know, they did. And they also bought the legend, or bought the myth player. This is the new myth player, Rodrigo da Silva. Cold-blooded and cruel striker. Not bad, but... ugh. I mean, for the Prince, that's amazing. Because the Prince's strategy, essentially, is use Glory Seeker. While teams like myself and Kirka use Pragmatist. So, he's got the best counter for it. And Rodrigo da Silva is a really good addition, you know. Cold-blooded, so he is probably the best away attacker in the game at this point. And well, at home, he's alright. You know, he's probably just the same level as this really strong legend player. But yeah, the Prince with another... How many World Cups have they won at this point? I'm starting to wonder that now. How many World Cups have they won? 4! That's their 4th World Cup. They've only won 2 European Cups. But they've won every single Romanian league. Yeah, every single one. All 8 of them. However, our trophies are starting to rack up as well. So, you know, we're... I mean, our trophies look like that. So, we've got England A-League in November. England A-League this month. England Cup on the 8th, that would be August. Another England Cup in October, and now this one. So it ends a season drought of no championships with winning 2 championships. So, yes, that's why we've got so many fans. We were able to beat teams really well to the point that we were getting loads of fans. And I'm still doing Cup Roll Diamonds every day. So that's increasing the fans and increasing my Footbattle points. I am waiting for a bomb to drop. A big bomb to drop. To get an amazing player. That's what I'm waiting for. Now, Rodrigo da Silva, the new myth player. I was explaining sort of like how you could obtain him. So the first myth player that we had, Charles Hartman, I believe he was a striker as well, was an online cryptocurrency auction, essentially. The second one, I can't remember his name, because he's not the best player in the world, on an honest note. He's not even a good player for a myth player, in my personal opinion. But that guy, it was the referral contest. So, you had to refer your friends and everything. Depending on how well they did, you get more. This one was essentially another auction, but with Footbattle points this time. Pretty much the legend player was on the market, and you had to, he started out at 500,000 Footbattle points. He had a 20-day clock on him, so he'd go down at the rate of about 25,000 Footbattle points a day until someone bought him. And I think the Prince bought him right after winning the World Cup. I think for probably about 50,000 Footbattle points, which, in my opinion, is way too much for the guy. I mean, 30,000, possibly. I would have probably bought him for about 30,000, but, not more than that. But yeah, so I'm hoping when it comes to new myth players, when they're released, it's more in-game sort of thing you need to do. Maybe have the more Football, have a league table, and have it as let's go for most Football points in a season gets the myth player, and it totals up in real time and everything like that. Or most victories, in that season, throughout the entire thing. Because then that means if you play the game more, you have more chance of getting the player. And it's not like, the devs can't do that. They can do that because the PvP leaderboard updates in real time. And that's got victories in it. So they are perfectly capable to do something like that. So maybe we'll see one of those in the future. Who knows? I might actually have a shot of getting him, since I play this game. Me and the Prince probably play this game more than anybody. I mean, they've still got the most victories in Footbattle, but we held the record for a couple of weeks. But then at the start of the year, we had such a bad run. I think I was down to about 135 million fans, and I just took a sabbatical for about a couple of days. I didn't play Footbattle, and I was happy. Come back to it, and then this happens. So I'll certainly be playing a lot more of this. But yes, folks, that's what's happened in Season 8. Season 9 predictions. Well, we completely blew the predictions that I thought from last season out the water, didn't we? So let's go for more heighty predictions. Let's go for League to win it again. I think we've certainly got the team for it. And if we can stay above hardcore when it comes to fans, since they're really at the moment our only competitor. Yes, Audiopedia could certainly be a competitor. A-Truck TTV spent their Footbattle points very wisely on some really good players that aren't even legends or something like that, but they've got the right traits. They've got the perfect traits, so that's why they deserve their, I think, 4th place. Anyway, but yeah, but we're hoping to get another victory, another trophy. Would be nice to win 3 Footbattle England A-Leagues. That'd be great. England A Cup, hoping to defend that as well. So I'm looking for to be the full England champions for the 2nd season in a row. Right, European Cup. I've got to say finals. Unless we get Kirker early, even though Kirker is starting to sell a lot of his players, and it's not that Kirker's going away, it's that Kirker wants to make the game more interesting and sort of build up again. Which may be a big mistake because I'm not doing that. And, don't do what Hardcore did. Hardcore sold a lot of their players and now look at them. So maybe don't do that. If you want to, go ahead. I'll take the European Cup. I'll take that. World Cup. Semi-finals again would be great. Pretty much how we did this year. If we did it this season, if we did it next season, that'd be great. Any improvements would be great as well. So winning the European Cup would be great. I mean, who knows? Maybe Kirker will get the Prince and get knocked out. because we have a better chance of beating the Prince than Kirker. We got a way better chance of beating the Prince. So, who knows? Maybe that could happen. I mean, Kirker's bane seems to be the Prince in recent times, so... But we've beaten the Prince before. We had them in a group stage once. We beat them. Then again, we've also beat Kirker, Lolo M, Token Swim, Hardcore, Terrera. We've beaten most of the big names, you know, so we're certainly up there in like some of the best teams now. So now it's time to try and win as many trophies as possible, get as many Footbattle points as possible, and just wait and bide your time for the right player to come along. So once the right player comes along, it will increase the team amazingly, you know. I don't want minuscule profits like Mrs. Tweedy. You know, I want big players that, you know, have the right stats, the right traits. And that may take a while to get a full team of those, but it's not impossible. And that's the road that we're on right now, to get those players. And once they are, the team is going to be very strong, you know. I would even put it as to say non-impregnable, which has been the goal since Footbattle started for me. And hopefully, next season, we can get one step further to that. But we're going to have to wait until the end of February. And I wonder how they're going to deal with... Is it 28 days or is it 29? I keep forgetting. It's 29! Leap year! That gives them a bit more time to think about it. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it from this video. The review of Season 8 of Footbattle. And I'll see you for Season 9 of Footbattle. And I hope that something bollocks doesn't happen and then I just randomly leave. It's probably not going to happen. They've roped me in this long. So, we're going to keep going and, well, I'm going to go and kick Sal Parlo's ass. I'll see you then.